Hey everybody, welcome back again. We're here on the farm again for another week of working. So today we're actually going in the woods. We're going to be trying to clear some land. As you can see, Mother Nature dropped us a whole load of snow. So everything's buried in snow. So yeah, it's that time of year. The time of year we all dread. Winter, cold temperatures of minus 40 and 50 degrees Celsius. So yeah, it's not fun to say the least, but that's it, I guess. You're living in this area, then you're going to end up with those cold temperatures. So we're going in the woods today. We're going to try to clear some land up where we had the pigs, and we still have 10 acres up here that we need to get cleared off and get mulched later down the road. But for now, we're just going to cut the brush out of it and make it easier for the mulcher when the mulcher comes in to clear some land. And we've had the tractor here with the grapple on, and we also have a skid winch on the back of the tractor too as well. So that skid winch will bring out bigger trees. The smaller stuff we'll just leave sitting on the ground and let that get mulched, and we'll probably pick up some brush with the grapple, what we can, but we're not going to try to get every little bit. So we're just going to, all we're doing is just trying to get as much of this down as we can, because we have some fencing we got to go up through here and get this all fenced off. So stick around and we'll watch us cut some wood and some old brush and start clearing off some land. And I have a little bit of help here this time. I have my brother up for a week with us here on the farm, so he's coming to do some cutting and stuff. Lots of experience on the chainsaw, so we're gonna take advantage of him here on the farm with us for a week. So that's what we're at today. So stick around and we'll show you some video of clearing land, cutting brush, dragging it out with the tractor, and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned. So as you've seen here, we're trying to clear some land, and we're using a tractor and a grapple, the wood skidder, as you can see behind me here, to move around some sticks, some logs, and old brush, and just trying to clear out some more land here on this up here around the house. This is next to the house there, so just trying to make more pasture for the sheep and for the cows. And we're not getting a dozer in or anything like that. We're just gonna cut a little bit of brush at a time and just let the animals tramp it all in and do their thing. But we are going to get a mulcher in and mulch the stumps and that for the fence once we get so much of this wood cleared out of here. There is quite a bit of it. We probably won't get it all done this year, but we'll keep at it all winter as long as the snow doesn't affect us. We have roughly around 8 inches of snow here now, so there is a little bit, but still not enough to affect us in any way. So it's just taking your time trying to get around those stumps and stuff with the tractor, because these stumps are really bad, especially if you get those little tiny ones from the willows and stuff that were cut, so they can get pretty hard on the tire. But for the most part, you take your time, clean up as you're going, things like that. You can get through it pretty easily and stuff like that. So that's what we're at here, just taking our time. Hopefully that big stick there doesn't hit the tractor. Coming pretty close there though. You never know when one of those sticks are going to pop up and smash the window out of the tractor. Don't want that to happen. And it is time consuming like this. You know, if we got a dozer in here, this have been done in a day or so. But anyway, we're just taking our time, picking some of the firewood out of this wood too. And this is black poplar, I believe they're calling it. We could have a logging company come in here too, as well, to clean this up, because this is perfect wood for the pulp mill. But I don't want to clear that much at one time, so just want to take our time and clean it up ourselves. I think a little bit at a time. Like I said, we're not in no hurry. It's time consuming, that's for sure. But at least not out in the cold in the cab of the tractor here, doing our thing. I have my brother over in the hill over here cutting. He's cutting the sticks, and well, for right now I'm on the tractor, but I'll lose my job here in a little bit because Danielle's gonna be coming out here. She's just getting stuff ready in the house for meals and stuff for work. So for a little while I'll be on this until she gets out. That's a lot of great firewood here, but we'll never live long enough to burn it, is the problem. And growing up in a small town where we had to have firewood for the winter because that was your only source of heat, and boy, is it ever hard to just pile this wood up and just burn it like in a brush pile. It's for some reason it just doesn't seem right. So I've got to take some wood out of it, the better stuff. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Give it to neighbors or anybody who wants some firewood, I guess. But it's just so difficult to be able to throw it up in a brush pile and burn it. But I guess it's going to come to the point where they ain't got much other choice because it's so much of it. We're just trying to turn this into a bunch of paddocks up here in the bush. So we cut a bunch of birch firewood out of here a few years ago. Probably 30 core or so of birch. And it grew up really very, very well in with wild grasses and stuff like that. And this year it kind of got us out of a little bit of a jam because it was so dry and the fields weren't growing very well. But in here in the woods was where we cut the birch a couple years before. It grew up very well. So we had to move the cows up into that in order to have enough pasture so we didn't start feeding our hay too early. And yeah, it kind of got us out of a little bit of a pinch, and so that's what we thought we'd do this winter, was try to clear some more of this wood as much as we can this winter and see if we cannot put some paddocks up here and get some grass growing. Let the cows and the sheep up here. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, we got plenty of time and get this fence in, but we'll probably see next year, see if we can get that in. We have all the wire, all the posts, so it's just a matter of putting the fence in. But once this is cut up here, then we're going to get the mulcher in and clean up the stumps and stuff. I was hoping that wouldn't be too much snow this winter, but once it got so dry this summer, we're definitely going to need some snow to get some moisture in that ground, because it's terrible dry. We drilled some holes in the ground here for posts for gates and stuff, and we drilled 4 feet in the ground and it was just dry as a bone. So that's not very good. We didn't get much rain this summer. Hay didn't grow. We only got quarter the amount of hay that we normally get. So that wasn't good at all. So I guess we're hoping for snow now to get some moisture back in that ground. The worst part about all this is right now you can probably see some of the trees around here that's standing is full of snow, so cutting the wood is very, very messy. It's getting really wet quick, so it's a lot of going back and forth to the house, drying clothes, with the wood stove going. Trying to keep as dry as you can. And with the snow on the ground too, it's hard to tell out with the chainsaw cutting there. You need to get the stumps really low to the ground because you don't want the stumps up too high for the tractor, so you try to cut them down low. So it's difficult too. You're kicking away snow, trying to get down to the butt of the tree and so on. So there's nothing about winter that makes life easy, that's for sure. As a kid growing up in Newfoundland, and there was tons and tons of snow. Typical winter would give you anywhere from 3 to 9 feet of snow. So it kind of got used to snow. Never did like it, but I guess you just adapted to it, got used to it. But now it doesn't seem like it gets so much snow. Trying to pick up these bigger logs here, just individuals. They're 3/4 into the snow, so it's hard to even see them. I'm not as good at this as Danielle is on the tractor. She's way better operating this tractor than I am. She's a little more careful than I am. I'm a little more rougher. But for sure glad we did get this tractor with the cab on, because it's a nightmare trying to do anything outdoors in the winter time with no cab on a tractor. Got a whole bunch of small stumps over here by the brush pile here that I'm scared to death of the tires here. I gotta get them over with the saw and try to cut these down. Wouldn't be as bad, but they're small, tiny. I'm afraid they'd pierce the tire. Here everybody, so as you can see, we did clear quite a little bit of land here the last 2 days with the chainsaw and the tractor. Like, slow going, but you know, you can do it a little bit at a time. We just, like I said, being previous there, we cleaned this off, try to make some more pasture up here. It's not going to be cutting hay or anything like that on this land. We're just going to leave the stumps as is, let the cows and the sheep go through it and do their thing. But yeah, as you can tell, we've got this cleaned up pretty good. The cows and that can feed around here. This will grow up next year into nice tall grass and stuff. I'll probably end up throwing a little bit of seed in here just for something to do too as well. But yeah, it went pretty good. It is tough trying to get around the old willows and stuff with the tractor, just because they're a bit scared. You don't want to puncture a tire. Tires ain't cheap on those tractors, so so we try to keep it to a minimum, cut the stumps as low as you can. A little hard on the chains for sure. We went through quite a few, but we got quite a bit done. We still got quite a bit more to do, but you know, we got the whole winter ahead of us. If we don't get too much snow, we'll get back at this again. But on our days off from work, this is what we got cleared here, and we think we burned somewhere, I think it was 8 to 9 tanks of gas in the chainsaws. So, but yeah, Danielle did a great job cleaning up this around. So we'll take a little walk around here now and show you exactly what we've done and how we did it. So So as you can see here behind me, this is the pile of tops and branches, everything that we cut. Several of these around. This will be left for a couple years just sitting here like this, and then we'll get the permits from the county to be able to burn these brush piles. So yeah, it's time consuming. Like if you had a dozer in here, you probably do what we got done in 2 days, you probably do in 3 or 4 hours. But we don't have a dozer. I wish I did. I wish I had an excavator too, but we don't. So we make do with what we got. That's the way we do it here at the farm. So it is tough. It's hard work. It's long hours, big days. You're up in the morning before daylight. I'm out here before daylight on the go and don't get into bed until 10 and 11 o'clock at night, time we get everything clued up, but it's what we enjoy doing. So that's why we do it. So we'll do a little walk around so you can get a feel for what we've actually cleared off. To some people, they mightn't think this is much, but to us it's a lot. We don't have the big equipment to be able to do these big jobs. As you can see in the background here, we do have a bunch more wood to cut yet to get cleaned off. We found out that cutting the trees in amongst the little willows and stuff, very hard on the tires. So we're going to stop cutting those little willows. I don't want to bust a tire. But yeah, it's a fair little piece. And we're going to clean some off every so often. We'll clean off some more and get as much done with this as we can. We probably got, I'm going to say half of it done, what needs to be done in this area. So their fence line is just right here through the woods. So we're I'd say half done. So we thought we'd clear out half of this to winter, but we're already half done. So never know, we may get the whole thing cleared off here. And I will be leaving some trees, as you can see up on the top of the hill over here. We do have some nice poplars left, and that's fine because that stuff, the sun shine through no problem, and you'll be able to grow grass even in the trees because the sun is going to shine at the ground very easily because these trees are so tall. But eventually the wind will deteriorate those trees because those trees grew this high because they had other forage around them that was protecting them. So they'll die and get wind shook, and we'll end up cutting these as well. As you can see them on the hill right there behind me. So we have 3 brush piles of that size that we just looked at, and we do have a little pile of wood that we'll use for firewood here on the farm. Our neighbors burn wood too as well, so we'll help the neighbors out by giving them some firewood. Just helps us get rid of it instead of it going to waste. We'll have a little look at the firewood here, and there's some logs in this too as well. Yeah, this is the wood. Hopefully you can get a sense for how much is there by me standing up in the camera as well. So yeah, So some nice trees there. So, but yeah, it's all cut in random lengths. Some might be 20 feet, some might be 30, some might be 10, and so on. But yeah, it's a great pile of wood. Enough there for a couple winters of burning. So today is our last day here at the farm. It's back to work again after today. So we have cows to feed and sheep to feed, and get back to work again, and hopefully get a plan together for what next day's off is going to bring. So there's always something to do around here on the farm, that's for sure. So this 7 days was trying to clear this. So yeah, it was a successful week. Hopefully we'll get back at this again if we don't get too much snow. So I guess that's me saying a wrap for another video and another week on the farm. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, thanks for all your comments and stuff that people have been leaving. Hopefully we get back to everybody. So please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you like those videos on what we're doing on the farm and how we're learning, and maybe you could learn something, or maybe we can learn off you. So we'll keep it going and start throwing out some of these videos on how we're growing day by day here on Noble Farms. So thanks for watching. Tune in to next week for another good video, and we'll see you then. Thank you.